Anybody else notice that it's becoming increasingly difficult and frustrating to find genuine content on social media or YouTube in general? It seems like everybody's a self-proclaimed expert these days, doing things for likes, views, subscriptions, but not really bringing any value into the marketplace. Today we'll be discussing if authenticity is really dead in the social media world, what we can do about it, and why it's so important to be true and genuine to ourselves and block out the noise. For those of you, if it's your first time, I welcome you. For those of you, if you're back, welcome back. My name is Joe. I'm an entrepreneur, investor, business, life, and relationship coach. So for those of you that are back, welcome back. I appreciate all of you that have been watching the videos up until this point. If you guys don't know me already, I started this channel to really be able to tell my story and what I've been through throughout my years, my studies, and kind of put it out there to let you guys know that we're not really alone, right? We have some battle scars. And that's the biggest thing that I noticed when I was doing my research on social media and whatnot. Those of us that have scars and have been through any sort of toxic relationship or abuse or narcissistic relationships, and by the way, that's trending like crazy and everyone seems to be jumping in on that trend. Did you ever notice sometimes when you watch videos or meet people, you could tell instantly if they share those same scars? And sometimes I'm noticing that people seem to just be Googling something and regurgitating it back on camera, which is great and all that. And great, but not so great. And here's why. So what we've been through is traumatic, right? And I understand that the new social media age and era just wants to jump on whatever's trending because that's how you jump in the algorithm and that's how you get views, right? Fine and dandy. Except for, I don't know how I feel about someone that doesn't have those scars trying to make money on the backs of us that did. I could tell right away just watching someone in the way they speak if they've got those same scars or not. Now, anybody could just use AI at this point or Google something and regurgitate it on camera and say, here's 5 traits of this. Yeah, it's all fine and dandy, but do you actually know what that feels like? But in any case, on my Instagram feed, because of the work I do for you guys to tell my story, and you guys have been so great with telling your stories, I'm getting reels on my algorithm about narcissism. And I see the same things over and over again. A narcissistic woman will do this. And I'm like, not necessarily true. I mean, I know if you Google stuff, they'll tell you A, B, and C, but any of those have been worth it? It's not that simple. Sounds like you're just spitting off a list from a whiteboard in front of you, which is fine and dandy, but I want substance. This is the thing. I want substance. I want people that have been. If I'm going to take a business course, I want to learn it from somebody that's done it. Who's the billionaire? Who found the way? Who figured it out? That's the guy I want to talk to because he's done it. Or not just guy, female. Sorry about that. Because when somebody has been through something or has done something that you want to do, you guys understand each other. Wow, this person gets me. They know what I've been feeling. They know what I was feeling like. They've been there. So I want to relate. So they really, really know what you're going through on a deeper level. Somebody that's just Googling something to get views and spitting it out on Instagram or social media is just looking for that, exactly views. They're not bringing any value to the marketplace, and it's making it more difficult for us who are actually looking for genuine content and genuine people to find it because it's so cluttered with people just trying to make a quick buck and not help people. So it got to the point a few days ago, and I decided to just freelance this video, guys. This isn't one of the videos I'm throwing a textbook at you. I got something on a reel, and this is what bothers me too, right? We try so hard to be healthy, and I know I'm ranting and raving here. Maybe you guys can connect on this too. We try so hard to be healthy. What we put in our bodies, make a conscious effort to go to the gym, really do it the right way. Not putting synthetic crap and steroids in our body that's going to cut 20 years off of us, but we look good now. Maybe that Ozempic drug we know nothing about. We do know that if we stick to healthy stuff, it's probably our best option, right? I saw a reel. There's some bodybuilder, all covered in tattoos, millions of views, telling people that cardio is the worst thing that you could do to lose weight. And I'm just like, okay, here's my thing. I'm not an expert or a doctor, and I'll willingly tell you guys that. I'm not an expert in biology and the human body, but what I do know is that cardiovascular health has a lot of positive things to it, including weight loss, because we know that if you get your blood pumping and your heart pumping and you're running or you're doing whatever sort of cardio on a regular basis, your body has more demand for energy. That's why these marathon runners are so skinny, because they can't even keep up with it. We know that it increases your metabolism over time, decreases your appetite, and that's going to cause you to lose weight. So I was struggling to hear that. And I'm like, you're sending a poor message to people that are genuinely trying because you're just trying to get comments out of this thing. Where's the value? I mean, are we living in a day and age now where we just talk? I'm sorry, guys, I hate to do it, but I will do it. You're going to make videos where you're just going to talk shit just to get comments, whether it's embarrassing yourself or spreading misinformation or hate or lies. That's another thing too. You can't even trust to buy things off Instagram anymore. It's like everything's a scam. You got two guys sitting on a private jet eating freaking breakfast saying like, if you want to learn how to make this much money, take my course. Turns out they just rented a freaking jet space to take photos and made it seem like they got that kind of money, and they don't even have that kind of money. Not even genuine. Not even someone that's been there. It's crazy. So it's like, where do we look? What do we look at? I guess my biggest point is, and what's most important, is we need to be a little careful and comb through it. Because when we're dealing with these self-proclaimed doctors and experts and life coaches and, these people that tell you that they're all successful and they know all this stuff, it's a lot of smoke and mirrors. The one thing that I look for in someone's content is the authenticity within them. And I think it's important in this day and age more than ever, with all the influences we have to be certain people and do certain things, guys. This is my whole point about this video. Stay true to yourself and your values. Don't let that other stuff influence you to step into the realm of cutting corners and cheating. Stay true to yourselves. Be authentic. I promise you, it's a more fulfilling life when you're authentic, because you can help others authentically. It's not fake. Because all those people that are making it and doing it fake, one day it's all going to come around. That's just my opinion. But it's extremely frustrating for me to try to go online somewhere, start to watch a video, and then I find out after watching it for 5 minutes, not only did I not get my answer, this person just made this video just to get views, which is completely fine. And it's clickbait. We seem to live in a society now where people just don't value bringing value to people anymore and helping others. It's all about what could I get out of it. That's why when I said I started to make these videos as hard as it was, and I got a lot of blowback from people in my life saying, you're making toxic content, it's all negative, you should be doing more of your coaching stuff and inspirational, which I do. I wanted to share my story and what I went through, because I felt alone, and I never felt like anybody understood me. And hopefully you guys can relate to that too. And there's some examples when you read something online or you watch a video, and I don't know if you guys have been through that, and they're like, if you're with, this type of person, this narcissist or whatever, they'll do this to you. And I'm like, no, it's not that simple. Like, I know you got that on Google, which is completely fine. It's not that it's not true. But anyone that's been through it knows it's not that easy. It's not just that simple. Because if it was that simple where someone just did A, B, and C to you, it'd be a little more obvious to us and maybe easier for us to leave. But it's a little more complex, and there's a lot more manipulation within these abusive relationships than they really lead us to believe when you actually study these symptoms. Right? So just remember, guys, no matter what the circumstance, what the influence, I want you to stay authentic to yourselves. I want you to stay true to your values no matter what. You've got to look yourself in the mirror every day. Other people don't need to look at you in the mirror. So just stay true to yourself. I promise you it's a more fulfilling life. That's how I try to live my life. True and authentic. Everyone's not going to like you, but that's okay, because at least we know at the end of the day, we're good people. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to check out the channel for some of my other content on coaching and some relationship stuff. For those of you, if you haven't already, feel free to comment, like, subscribe. Catch you on the next video.